What if I told you that one of the most praised healthy habits for heart health could quietly be working against your body, especially after 60? Yes, we're talking about red wine. For years, it's been promoted as a sort of magical drink, good for the heart, rich in antioxidants, and even helpful for living longer. But when it comes to older adults, the story is far more complicated and more concerning than most people realize. The idea that red wine is healthy comes largely from a single compound: resveratrol, an antioxidant found in the skin of grapes. In laboratory settings, resveratrol has shown promise for reducing inflammation, protecting blood vessels, and even slowing age-related decline in some cells. That all sounds great, until you realize how much resveratrol you actually get in a glass of wine. The answer? Almost none. You'd need to drink over 100 glasses of wine a day to match the amounts used in most studies. Clearly, that's not only unrealistic, it's dangerous. So what are you really getting in that glass of red wine? Alcohol. And for seniors, alcohol acts very differently than it does in younger adults. As we age, our liver becomes less efficient at processing toxins, including alcohol. That means the effects linger longer in the bloodstream and do more damage over time, even from just 1 or 2 glasses. This isn't about being a heavy drinker. Even moderate alcohol intake can cause dehydration, reduce nutrient absorption, and interfere with medications that many older adults rely on. And it doesn't stop there. Alcohol reduces how well your body absorbs magnesium, calcium, vitamin D, and even protein, nutrients essential for keeping your bones dense, your muscles strong, and your balance steady. For older adults who are already facing natural age-related muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia, alcohol can speed up that decline significantly. So if you've noticed your legs feel more tired, your joints ache longer, or you recover more slowly from physical activity, the culprit might not be aging alone. It might be that evening glass of wine. While you're sipping for your heart, your legs could be getting weaker, your sleep disrupted, and your nutrient stores depleted, all silently over time. Of course, the goal here isn't to scare anyone out of enjoying life, but we need to stop pretending that red wine is a health drink. It's not. It's alcohol. And for seniors, that comes with real risks that often go unnoticed until it's too late. In the next part, we'll break down exactly how alcohol affects balance, muscle recovery, fall risk, and more. And what to do instead if you still enjoy a sip now and then. Most people think of alcohol as something that affects the brain, slowing reaction time, blurring judgment, maybe making you a little unsteady. But for seniors, the effects go much deeper. A simple glass of red wine can begin a chain reaction inside your body, one that quietly chips away at your strength, balance, and overall mobility. And by the time you notice it, the damage may already be well underway. Let's start with hydration. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it makes your body get rid of fluids faster than normal. The older you get, the more vulnerable you are to this effect. Dehydration doesn't just cause dry mouth or a mild headache. It slows down your muscle recovery, affects joint lubrication, and can leave your legs feeling heavy, sore, or unusually tired, even after a light walk. If your muscles are low on water, they can't contract properly, they cramp more easily, and they take longer to heal. That's why seniors who drink alcohol regularly often feel more aches and stiffness without knowing why. Then there's the issue of nutrient absorption. Your digestive system changes with age. It's less efficient to begin with, and alcohol makes it worse. Drinking alcohol can reduce the absorption of essential minerals like magnesium, which helps your muscles relax. It interferes with vitamin D and calcium, which keep your bones dense and your legs steady. It also reduces your ability to use protein, the very building block your muscles need to stay strong. So what does that mean for your daily life? It means longer recovery after light activity. It means increased risk of falling because your muscles are slower and your balance is compromised. It means weaker bones, more joint pain, and faster muscle loss, even if you're exercising regularly. This is one reason why many seniors say things like, "I'm doing everything right, but I still feel weaker." They've never looked at alcohol as a possible cause. Alcohol also disrupts sleep quality, which directly affects your body's ability to repair itself. A poor night's sleep makes it harder for your muscles to heal, your balance to reset, and your joints to recover. You might fall asleep quickly after a drink, But your deep, restorative sleep suffers. That means you wake up feeling unrefreshed, with aching legs and low energy, again chalking it up to age rather than a disrupted body rhythm caused by alcohol. But perhaps the most dangerous effect of all is this. Alcohol dulls your body's warning signals. It masks pain, makes you less aware of fatigue, and reduces your responsiveness to imbalance. That combination is a perfect storm for falls. And as you may know, one serious fall after 60 can change everything. Broken hips, extended hospital stays, and long recoveries become more likely, and harder to bounce back from. So while red wine is often romanticized as good for your heart, the truth is far less comforting when we look at the whole picture. Especially for seniors, the real question isn't whether alcohol helps your heart. It's whether your muscles, joints, balance, and brain can afford the cost. The risks often outweigh the benefits, and there are safer ways to support your heart without undermining the very body parts that keep you independent. In the next part, we'll look at why moderation may not be enough, and how even small, regular habits can silently add up to real damage over time. Plus, we'll explore smarter ways to protect your health without giving up enjoyment completely. You might be thinking, but I only drink a little. One glass with dinner, that can't really be harmful, can it? It's a fair question. After all, moderation is often the advice we hear. But here's what most people don't realize. For older adults, moderation looks different than it does for younger people. And what once was harmless may now be silently contributing to your health problems, even at small doses. Let's talk about how your body changes after 60. First, your lean body mass decreases. That means there's less muscle and more fat in the body, and fat doesn't absorb alcohol the same way muscle does. So the alcohol stays in your bloodstream longer, even if you're drinking the same amount you used to. Second, your liver becomes less efficient. This isn't a disease, it's simply a normal part of aging. But it means the liver takes longer to break down toxins like alcohol, leaving more time for alcohol to affect your organs, muscles, and brain. Now think about how often a harmless glass shows up. Dinner with friends, holidays, a little reward after a long day. That glass becomes a daily habit. And when something is done daily, even in small amounts, it adds up. One glass of wine every evening equals 7 per week. That's about 30 per month. Over the course of a year, that's over 350 drinks. This steady stream of alcohol can wear down your body gradually, especially when it comes to muscle strength, balance, and bone density. Even if you eat well and stay active, alcohol may be quietly canceling out many of those good efforts. You're hydrating with water, but the wine is dehydrating you. You're taking supplements, but alcohol is impairing absorption. You're doing light exercise, but alcohol is slowing recovery. And there's another issue that gets overlooked: medications. Most seniors are on at least one prescription drug, and many take multiple. Alcohol can interfere with how those drugs are processed. It can intensify side effects, reduce the drug's effectiveness, or lead to dangerous interactions that make you feel dizzy, tired, or confused, all of which raise your fall risk. Even over-the-counter medications like pain relievers or sleep aids can become risky when combined with alcohol. We also can't ignore the effect on mental clarity. Alcohol has been shown to impair short-term memory, increase confusion, and reduce focus, especially in aging brains. That glass of wine may seem like a way to unwind, but it could also be what's making you feel forgetful, foggy, or less sharp than usual. And that cognitive dip can contribute to both physical accidents and emotional strain. The sad part is that none of this happens suddenly. It's a slow process. You might notice that you don't recover as fast after gardening, that your legs ache more after standing, that your balance feels off some mornings. And because it's subtle, it gets blamed on just getting older. But what if it's not? What if it's the quiet impact of alcohol, accumulated day after day? In the next section, we'll go over what happens when seniors cut back or stop drinking, and the surprising ways the body begins to bounce back, often within weeks. You'll also learn how to enjoy life, socialize, and unwind without sacrificing your muscle health, balance, or independence. Here's the good news. Your body is incredibly adaptive, even after 60. And many of the negative effects of alcohol, from poor muscle recovery to brain fog, can begin to reverse when you simply reduce or eliminate alcohol from your routine. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. Often, just a small change in your drinking habits can lead to noticeable improvements in how you feel, move, and think within just a few weeks. Let's start with the muscles. When you stop putting alcohol into your system, your body becomes better at retaining hydration. That alone improves circulation, reduces stiffness, and allows more oxygen and nutrients to reach your leg muscles. As a result, muscle soreness fades faster and your strength starts to return, especially if you're doing any form of light exercise or walking regularly. Seniors who stop drinking often say they feel less heavy in their legs and more stable on their feet. Your sleep also improves dramatically. Remember, alcohol may help you fall asleep faster, but it robs you of deep restorative sleep. Within a few nights of cutting back, many people report waking up feeling clear-headed, more energetic, and less achy. Why? Because your body finally has a chance to fully recover overnight, rebuilding muscle tissue, calming inflammation, and restoring your balance systems. Speaking of balance, one of the earliest and most noticeable changes is in coordination and steadiness. When you remove alcohol's numbing effects, your body becomes more responsive. You'll likely feel more confident standing up, walking across uneven ground, or climbing stairs. This is especially important, since falls are the #1 cause of injury in adults over 65, and alcohol plays a direct role in many of them. And then there's the impact on your nutrient levels. Within weeks of stopping alcohol, your digestive system becomes more efficient at absorbing protein, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all essential for maintaining leg strength, bone density, and overall energy. Even your blood sugar levels stabilize more easily, which can reduce swelling in the legs and improve circulation. People often ask, is it too late for me to benefit? The answer is a clear no. Whether you're 71 or 81, your body still wants to heal. In fact, seniors are often surprised at how quickly their energy returns and how much stronger they feel, just from cutting out alcohol for a month or two. For some, that's enough to break the habit altogether. For others, it becomes a once-in-a-while indulgence instead of a daily routine. And if you're worried about losing the joy of a nightly ritual, don't be. There are healthier alternatives that offer both pleasure and benefit. Herbal teas that relax the body, sparkling waters with natural flavors, and even non-alcoholic wines and mocktails that still feel special without the side effects. The goal isn't to take away your joy. It's to make sure that joy doesn't come at the cost of your independence, your mobility, or your long-term health. In the final part, we'll summarize the key takeaways and explore how you can create a sustainable, senior-friendly lifestyle. One where your heart stays healthy, your legs stay strong, and you still enjoy the little things that make life worth living. If you've made it this far, you've probably realized something important. What seems like a harmless daily habit can quietly shape how you feel, move, and age. Red wine might have a glossy reputation, but when you look closer, especially through the lens of senior health, the picture isn't so rosy. The benefits are overstated, the risks often ignored, and for many older adults, that nightly glass may be doing more harm than help. But this isn't about guilt. It's about empowerment. Knowing the truth gives you options, and those options can change the course of your health. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and mentally sharp. You deserve mornings without leg cramps, walks without fatigue, and evenings without worrying about how one small habit might be undermining all your other healthy choices. So what can you do? First, it's okay to start small. Try going 1 or 2 nights a week without alcohol. Pay attention to how your legs feel the next morning. Notice your sleep. Watch how your energy changes. For many people, those little shifts are enough to keep going. If you already live with arthritis, balance issues, or muscle weakness, the improvements may be even more noticeable and more rewarding. Next, find something to replace the ritual. For many seniors, it's not the wine itself they're attached to. It's the ceremony. The calm of pouring a glass, sitting down to unwind, signaling that the day is done. That's powerful, and it's worth preserving, just in a healthier way. Herbal teas like chamomile, rooibos, or lemon balm offer calming effects without the downsides. Sparkling water in a wine glass feels celebratory. Even a small square of dark chocolate can deliver the antioxidants many people wrongly assume are only in red wine. And if heart health is your goal, there are far better ways to support it. Walking regularly, eating more omega-3s from fatty fish or flaxseed, lowering sugar intake, and getting enough sleep all have proven cardiovascular benefits, without the trade-offs alcohol brings. If you still want to enjoy a drink on special occasions, that's okay too, but let it be just that, special, not routine. Most importantly, remember this: aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean clarity, wisdom, the chance to rethink habits, cut what no longer serves you, and rebuild your lifestyle in a way that honors the body you live in today, not the one you had 30 years ago. Red wine isn't evil, but it isn't medicine either. And after 60, your body needs real nourishment, not half-truths dressed up as health tips. By reducing alcohol, you may not only protect your heart, but also reclaim your balance, your strength, and your peace of mind. Your legs carry you through life. Let's not weigh them down with myths. Choose strength. Choose clarity. Choose better.